We extend a sincere welcome to our distinguished guests. Among our distinguished guests for today's ceremony are our community representatives, Mayor James Breckenridge, City of St. Robert, Mayor Sean Wilson, City of Waynesville. From the Maneuver Support Center of Excellence, Major General Christopher G. Beck, Commanding General, and his wife Sally. Brigadier General Bradley Leonard, Deputy Commanding General. From the United States Army Police School, Colonel Charles A. Green, Commandant. From the United States Army Engineer School, Colonel Timothy P. Hudson, Commandant, and Chief Warrant Officer 5, Willie Gatson, Jr., Regimental Chief Warrant Officer. From the United States Army Chemical, Biological, Radiological, and Nuclear School, Command Sergeant Major David Henderson, Regimental Command Sergeant Major. From the 101st Airborne Division, Brigadier General Travis L. McIntosh and his wife Lisa. Finally, we welcome to fellow Brigade command teams, officers, non-commissioned officers, soldiers, friends, and families of the 14th Military Police Brigade. Thank you for attending. The reviewing officer for today's change of command ceremony is Colonel Charles A. Green, the Commandant of the United States Army Military Police School. Colonel Green deferred honors for the troop inspection to Colonel Copelan and deferred honors for the pass and review to Colonel Meyer. The commander of troops for today's ceremony is Lieutenant Colonel Kristen M. Pressler, Deputy Commanding Officer of the 14th Military Police Brigade. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the invocation given by Chaplain Alvin Owens, the 14th Military Police Brigade Chaplain.
I invite you to join with me as I pray. Heavenly Father, I thank you for your presence among us as we mark this changing of command. The same presence that has sustained soldiers for 250 years through trials and triumphs. We lift up our hearts full of gratitude for Colonel Copelan and his steadfast leadership, unwavering integrity, and tireless devotion to professionalism and readiness, all with a focus on family. Bless him now as he completes this chapter, and we pray abundant blessings upon his wife Claire, who has stood beside him with grace, wisdom, and compassion, and his son Nathaniel as he carries forward the Copeland legacy. May this next season bring them rest, joy, and continued purpose. We now entrust to your care Colonel Samuel Meyer, his wife Dana, and son Waylon as he assumes this mantle of leadership. Strengthen his resolve to lead with justice and humility as he cares for the souls entrusted under his command. Grant him discernment in decisions, vision in challenges, and steadfastness in spirit. And you, O Lord, are the one who prepares us for every task, who forges warriors of honor, character, and resilience. We ask that you continue to strengthen, bless, and guide the drill sergeants and cadre whose hands are instrumentally used to shape this brigade and forge the regiment into a beacon of professionalism, lethality, and readiness in our Army. May this ceremony mark not just the transition of command, but a renewal of commitment to each other and to the high calling to assist, protect, and defend. We ask all of this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Please be seated. In the military, it is a long-standing tradition on the occasion of a change in leadership to recognize the other vital half of the Army team, the military family. At this time, Mrs. Claire Copeland, wife of Colonel Copeland, is being presented a bouquet of red roses by Drill Sergeant Robinson, the 14th Military Police Brigade Drill Sergeant of the Quarter, thanking her for all of her support and devotion to the soldiers, civilians, and families of the 14th Military Police Brigade. Red roses signify the bonds of loyalty and affection between the soldiers, civilians, and families, and to signify our sorrow at their departure from the 14th Military Police Brigade. They will be remembered and missed. At this time, Mrs. Dana Meyer, wife of Colonel Meyer, is receiving a bouquet of yellow roses from Staff Sergeant Eubanks, the 14th Military Police Brigade NCO of the quarter, welcoming her to the 14th Military Police Brigade. Yellow is the color of new beginnings and symbolizes her arrival to the 14th Military Police Brigade. In time, the rosebuds will blossom, as will Dana's relationship with the soldiers, civilians, and their families. Colonel Meyer's son, Waylon, is also receiving a gift, welcoming him to the 14th Military Police Brigade family. The 14th Military Police Brigade is formed to your immediate front. Its respective units are on what is called the ready line. The presence of the national and unit colors at the center of the formation represents their presence at the forefront of the unit during the heat of battle. Participants in today's ceremony from left to right are the 14th Military Police Brigade Headquarters and Headquarters Company, commanded by First Lieutenant Vanessa Melendez Santiago. The First Sergeant is First Sergeant Colita Smith. The 43rd Adjutant General Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Curtis Van Allen. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Mia Deborah Gillens. The 701st Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Dale Trackus. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Robert Graber. The 14th Military Police Brigade Color Guard, led by Command Sergeant Major Gregory A. Elderkin. The 14th Military Police Brigade Command Sergeant Major. The 787th Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Martin. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Christina Schoner. The 795th Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Ronnie Leon Mathis Jr. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Miles Sheffy. Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to your left, the Adjutant, Captain Max Dane, will begin the ceremony.
Sound attention! Sound adjutants call! Command is formed.
Take your post. Down, order, arm.
Now taking their positions. Now taking their positions on the field are the Commander of Troops, Lieutenant Colonel Kristen Pressler and her staff. The Brigade S1, Captain Max Dane. The Brigade S2, Captain Avery Nolan. The Brigade S3, Major Jacob Travis. And the Brigade S4, Major Arenga Odeon. Now taking their places on the reviewing stand are the Commandant, U.S. Army Military Police School, Colonel Charles A. Green, the Commander, the 14th Military Police Brigade, Colonel John W. Copelan, and the incoming Commander, Colonel Samuel A. Meyer.
Sir, the command is prepared for inspection!
The inspecting officer, Colonel Copeland, along with Colonel Green and Colonel Meyer, will now inspect the troops one last time, ensuring they are prepared for the new brigade commander. The commander of troops, Lieutenant Colonel Pressler, will join the inspecting party and assist with the final inspection. Historically, prior to soldiers marching off to war, The commanding officer would inspect their soldiers to ensure they were prepared for battle. They would check their uniforms, weapons, and equipment, as well as their strength of spirit as fighting soldiers. This soon developed into a ceremonial tradition. Today, the 14th Military Police Brigade Commander and the incoming commander, accompanied by U.S. Army Military Police School Commander, are conducting a final inspection to ensure the brigade is prepared for the incoming commander. The 14th Military Police Brigade has played a major role in the defense of freedom since it was first activated as the 14th Military Police Group in Mannheim, Germany, 25 June 1965. The group was reorganized on 10 June 1968 at Fort Meade, Maryland, to provide support to the nation's capital until it was reactivated and returned to Germany as the 14th Military Police Brigade at Wilken Concern, Kornwestheim, Germany. The brigade comprised of the headquarters and headquarters company, the 385th Military Police Battalion in Kornwestheim, and the 793rd Military Police Battalion in Nuremberg, supported 7 corps with a powerful force ready to conduct rear combat operations, battlefield circulation and control, prisoner of war operations, and wartime law and order. The brigade also provided trained military police for peacetime force protection in 13 military communities and 7 corps. The brigade deployed with 1 battalion to Saudi Arabia in December 1990 in support of Operation Desert Shield, while its remaining units worked with Polizei and field Jaegers to provide security for the soldiers and families left in Germany. When Operation Desert Storm commenced in January 1991, the brigade commanded 21 units of active and reserve forces totaling 2,800 soldiers. The brigade redeployed in May 1991. It was inactivated at Kornwestheim, Germany on 17 March 1992 and reorganized at Mannheim, Germany on 18 March 1992. As a command and control headquarters for the 95th and 97th Military Police Battalions, the 14th Military Police Brigade was later inactivated on 15 August 1994 at Mannheim, Germany. On 13 August 1999, as part of the move of the Military Police Corps Regiment from Fort McClellan, the brigade was activated once again at Fort Leonard Wood, proudly upholding its motto, Forge the Regiment. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the honors to the nation.
Now, present arms! Detachment, present arms!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Detachment, order!
Please be seated.
Arms! Parade! Front! Stand, order, arms, and parade! Front!
The change of command is a simple, traditional event that is rich with symbolism and heritage. The key to the ceremony is the passing of the colors. The very soul of a military unit is symbolized in the colors under which it fights, for they represent not only the lineage and honors of the unit, but also the loyalty and unity of its soldiers. The custodian of the colors is the command sergeant major, who is the senior enlisted soldier in the unit and the principal advisor to the commander. Ladies and gentlemen, now moving forward to execute the change of command are Colonel Green, Colonel Copelan, and Colonel Meyer. The changing of the unit color signifies the passing of the command from one commander to another. Unit colors symbolize unit esprit de corps, strength, and courage. By tradition, they are never allowed to fall in combat. Should they fall, the wait until the objective is taken. This has been the traditional of the United States Army since the Revolutionary War. Our colors will always lead the way. The change of command begins as Command Sergeant Major Elderkin passes the colors to Colonel Copelan. Colonel Copelan passes the relinquishment of command and authority from Colonel Copelan. Colonel Green passes the colors to Colonel Meyer, signifying his trust and Colonel Meyer's responsibility for the unit and its soldiers. By authority of AR 600-20, paragraph 2-5, the undersigned assumes command of the 14th Military Police Brigade, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, effective 11 July 2025. Signed, Samuel A. Meyer, Colonel, Military Police Commanding. Colonel Meyer returns the colors to Command Sergeant Major Elderkin. Passing the colors back to the Command Sergeant Major symbolizes the trust leaders place in enlisted personnel. Colonel Copelan and Colonel Meyer change positions in marching, symbolizing the change in authority and command of the 14th. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commandant of the U.S. Army Military Police School, Colonel Charles A. Green.
Okay, before I get started today, for the soldiers and leaders on the field, rest and shake it out while we get through these speeches, okay? It's an order to rest. Good morning, Mayor Wilson, Mayor Breckenridge, Major General and Mrs. Beck, Brigadier General Leonard, Brigadier General and Mrs. McIntosh, distinguished guests, visitors, friends, and family members of the 14th Military Police Brigade. Today's change of command of the 14th MP Brigade, Colonel Copelan has continued that legacy of excellence, empowering and mentoring subordinates while providing vision and inspiring realistic training for more than 20,000 initial entry soldiers. He led the charge in creating the Brigade's innovative Forge the Regiment model, streamlining training through BCT and OSIT cycles. His efforts have not only improved the readiness of our soldiers to our regiment, but he's driven change for TRADOC, IMT, and our Army. His commitment to leader development, discipline training, and cohesive teams has strengthened not only the brigade, but our entire regiment. John deliberately focused on the development of his cadre to ensure that 14 soldiers to our Army, but he prepared every leader to contribute to their units when they returned to the field of force. John, your tenure as the commander of the 14th has been marked by excellence, professionalism, and a steadfast dedication to developing the next generation of military police soldiers and leaders. As I said before, when you lean back in those nice rocking chairs, looking over your ranch in Texas, know that you put our Army and our regiment on solid ground. You have no doubt left a mark, a generational impact on our regiment as both the 14th MP Brigade Commander and the Cat D Chief that will endure. I hope you will watch with pride and fulfillment, knowing that your impact has helped the Army and MP teams continue to deliver on our promise of this will defend for another 250 years. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to mention that this also represents John's transition from service after 26 faithful years. Our theme for this year's MP anniversary is the Shield, which is not a slogan but a promise that no matter the threat, no matter the hour, no matter the cost, we will stand between danger and those we're privileged to protect. And this promise has no expiration date, no time off, no shortcuts. I can think of no better leader, soldier, and teammate who represents this theme than John Copelan. For 26 years, John, you faithfully stood the watch, willing to sacrifice no matter when or where. On this day, we not only salute your leadership and impact on the regiment, but yours and Claire's service and sacrifice to our nation and Army. John, thank you for your exceptional leadership, your friendship, your service, your example. On behalf of the entire Military Police Corps Regiment, I wish you and the family the very best in Texas. At the same time, it is my great privilege to welcome Colonel Sam Meyer, his wife Dana, and son Waylon to the 14th MP Brigade and USAN's team. Sam, you bring a wealth of experience, vision, and proven leadership that will serve well as our next commander. The Army and MP Corps in particular face new and evolving challenges. I have every confidence in your ability to lead this brigade with the same excellence that's defined your career to this point. I know you will build upon the Brigade's proud legacy, train and inspire the next generation of MPs, and ensure continued success on this vital mission. To you and your family, welcome to the team. We look forward to serving alongside you. Again, in closing, thank you to the soldiers, NCOs, officers, civilians, and families of the 14th MP Brigade for your tireless dedication. Your work here is foundational to the strength of the regiment. Assist, protect, defend, victories through skill, this will defend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the former commander of the 14th Military Police Brigade, Colonel John W. Copelan.
Good morning. Is the young lady who sang the national anthem, are you still here? If you're here, could you please come forward?
No, sir, she's left.
She left? Okay. Well, Sam, if it's okay with you, when I see her next, I'm going to give her a coin for her beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Well, good morning, and thank you all for being here today. It is not lost on Claire and me that some of you have traveled great distances to be here and to show your support, so thank you. To the soldiers on the field and all they represent, you look great. Please do bend your knees a little bit. Continue to shake it out. A special recognition to our Commander of Troops and Deputy Commanding Officer, Lieutenant Colonel Kristen Kressler, our Command Sergeant Major, Greg Elderkin, and our Operations Sergeant Major Ben Coughlin. All are wonderful leaders, and they represent all who have made today's ceremony special. Please join me in thanking them and all of them who had a hand in today. While there are thousands I could thank, I can't properly capture everyone. You all have left a positive mark on my professional journey, and many of you have left a positive mark on my personal journey. Thank you. I will recognize Claire and Nathaniel, though. I cherish you both, and I cherish our family. Many of you know Nathaniel is training right now at Fort Benning. He's beginning his journey in what has been our family's journey for the last 8 generations. The life of a military child should be revered. Despite the moves, the distance from friends, and all the other stresses, you've done so well and are such a fine young man. Your mom and I are proud of you and all you have accomplished. Claire, thank you for being the steadfast foundation of our family. I love you, and I'm thankful for all you have done for our family, for me, for our soldiers, our families. Claire and I started our journey together. We were commissioned into the active Army on the same day. And here we are, 25 years later, about to literally walk off the field together, hand in hand. That is something to be proud of. Bears in my path will take us back to the land we love so dearly. So soon, as George Strait sang, I'll be somewhere down in Texas, if you're looking for me. Today's ceremony marks the end of my command, and it serves as a celebration of its people, the mission, and the institution we serve. It allows us also to welcome a new commander, my friend Sam Meyer and his family. It's been the professional honor of my life to command this brigade, a foundational formation that trains, develops, and instills warrior ethos in the next generation of soldiers. Each day we train the soldiers who will fight, lead, and win our nation's wars. Every soldier and organization represented here plays a role in building combat-ready troops. At the heart of everything we do are our drill sergeants. They are the center of gravity for our brigade. They transform civilians into soldiers. They model what right looks like. Their efforts will make the difference on the battlefield. The other day I attended a D-hat ceremony for one of our best drill sergeants. The following is a short passage the first sergeant shared during the ceremony. Drill sergeants are professionals to be respected for their abilities and knowledge. They can be turned to for help and advice. They are a driving force and the backbone of our system. They are discipline. They are courage. They are a father, a mother, a brother, a sister, and sometimes a chaplain, and so much more to the soldiers who they train. They set the example. Last summer, a 14th Military Police Brigade drill sergeant was recognized as the very best drill sergeant in the United States Army. The reality is they are all incredible. They are why our Army remains the most lethal, disciplined, and respected fighting force in the world. As many of you know, I am keenly focused on combat readiness. I'll take a minute to paraphrase an excerpt from a book about the study of battle written by John Keegan in 1976, titled The Face of Battle. Battle is always fear and usually courage. Always leadership and usually obedience. Always compulsion and sometimes insubordination. Always anxiety and sometimes elation. Always uncertainty, doubt, and misinformation. Usually faith and sometimes vision. Always violence and sometimes cruelty, self-sacrifice, and compassion. Lieutenant General retired H.R. McMaster referenced this passage in his Free Press submission titled How Warriors Prepare. He writes that Keegan's description of close combat would resonate with Ukrainian soldiers in the trenches of Pokrovsk, Israeli soldiers hunting Hamas in the rubbled neighborhoods of Gaza, and U.S. Special Operations Forces raiding the remnants of ISIS in the rugged hills of northeastern Syria. The 14th MP Brigade may not be asked to deploy to war, but our brigade will reach every theater when the time comes. A soldier's readiness begins here. We ensure our soldiers, all of them, all of us, are ready for the truisms Keegan describes. We ensure soldiers are prepared for the rigors of war, to shoot, move, communicate, and survive in the most demanding operational environments. We build cohesive teams and soldiers who live by the Army values. We build warriors and we build law enforcement professionals. Our soldiers are ready to stick a bayonet in the belly of the enemy fighter and hold a crying baby at the scene of a domestic violence call. We embrace transformation and we champion change. This is not a distraction, it's a responsibility. We built the Forge the Regiment training model to better reflect the demands of large-scale combat operations. We strengthened our approach to holistic soldier fitness, and we doubled down on character. Lethality without integrity is not victory. It's a vulnerability. We drove change for the Military Police Corps, for MISCO, and the Army to ensure soldiers are combat ready. Soldiers of this brigade have served in war and peace. They've led battalions, brigades, the MP Regiment, MISCO, and served at some of the highest positions in our Army. They fought hard, and some have made the ultimate sacrifice. The Halling and Bosveld families serve as a reminder of this sacrifice. These warriors, leaders, and heroes all started right here. That legacy is sacred. It carries forward in those we train. Somewhere in our formation these last 2 years stood the future 14th MP Brigade Commander and Command Sergeant Major and the regimental leadership. We must get it right now for the future. To the service members and civilians across MISCO, thank you. You are the reason this brigade has been successful. To the families, you are the backbone of this organization. Thank you for your love and support. You make our mission possible. We honor you today and always. To the Dragoons, thank you for allowing me to serve alongside you. I am a better leader, a better soldier, and a better person because of you. I leave with a sense of pride in our collective accomplishments. We are professional, we are ready, and we are focused on family, the one at home and the one at work. We train warriors, we drive change, we make the Army stronger. Colonel Meyer, Sam, you command a team of professionals who will give you their all. I am honored to have passed the colors to you today, and I wish Dana, Waylon, and you happiness and success. Forge the regiment, victory starts here. This will defend.
Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the 14th Military Police Brigade, Colonel Samuel A. Meyer.
What a great day to be in the Army. It's not lost on me how much goes into these ceremonies, and I'd like to recognize those exceptional soldiers standing before us in formation. Let's give them another round of applause. Major General Beck, Miss Sally, General Leonard, General McIntosh, Colonel Green, Mayor Breckenridge, Mayor Wilson, fellow commanders, command sergeants, majors, distinguished guests, friends, and families, thank you for honoring us with your presence as we celebrate one of the Army's oldest traditions in this change of command ceremony. Deeply humbled and privileged to join the ranks of the 14th Military Police Brigade. Today's ceremony is not just a personal and professional milestone. It's a reflection of the support and mentorship of those who stood beside me through every step of this journey. I want to especially thank my parents who instilled in me my values and work ethic, my mother-in-law, my godparents, lifelong friends, peer mentors, and the remarkable non-commissioned officers with whom I've had the honor to serve. You each have shaped and supported me in ways that have brought me to this moment. Dana and I are honored that you are here to share this special day with us. To my wife and son, your patience, love, and steadfast encouragement are my foundation. You are the reason I can continue to serve. Dana, thank you for always making our house a home, no matter where we end up in the world. Thank you for being my sounding board, my greatest supporter, and at times that I need it, my strongest critic. I love you, and I wouldn't be here without you. John and Claire, thank you for your decades of dedicated service. I know Texas is calling, but know your legacy will continue to inspire us here. John, your hard work will not be undone. Dana, Waylon, and I are truly excited for you both as you embrace this next great chapter of your lives. Command Sergeant Major Elderton, I am once again incredibly fortunate to serve alongside one of the finest leaders and non-commissioned officers our Army has to offer. Alexa, Gwyneth, EJ, we look forward to all the fun times ahead. Victory. To the soldiers, NCOs, officers, drill sergeants, cadre, civilians, and family members of the 14th Military Police Brigade, it is truly an honor to have an opportunity to serve with you. I look forward to learning from you every day, training hard, growing together, and having fun over the next few years. Major General Beck, your intent is clear. Train soldiers, increase lethality, and drive change that shapes the future force of the Army. We will accomplish that mission largely through the single capability that makes our Army the greatest Army in the world. Our non-commissioned officer corps, the very backbone of our force. Our drill sergeants and cadre will continue to transform civilians into disciplined soldiers and leaders of character. Our NCOs and officers will grow, improve, and leave this formation stronger, more capable, and more lethal than when they arrived. The 14th Military Police Brigade will continue to forge the regiment. We will increase lethality through discipline, standards, and the mastery of the fundamentals. Victory starts here. assist, protect, defend. Forwards of the regiment, Dragoon 6 on deck.
Detachment, attention! Detachment, halt! March!
Pass and review.
Pass and review!
The Commander of Troops, Lieutenant Colonel Kristen Pressler, and her staff. The 14th Military Police Brigade, Headquarters and Headquarters Company, commanded by First Lieutenant Vanessa Melendez Santiago. The first sergeant is First Sergeant Colita Smith.
Eyes! Right!
The 43rd Adjutant General Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Curtis Van Allen. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Mia Deborah Gibbons. The 701st Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Dale Trackus. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Robert Greger. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as the national colors pass. The 14th Military Police Brigade, Color Guard, led by Command Sergeant Major Gregory A. Elderkin. The 14th Military Police Brigade, Command Sergeant Major. The 787th Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Martin. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Christina Shulman. 795th Military Police Battalion, commanded by Lieutenant Colonel Ronnie Leon Mathis Jr. The Command Sergeant Major is Command Sergeant Major Miles Sheffy. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the Military Police Corps Regimental Song and the Army Song.
We are the regiment that of the truce was born. We are the regiment that for the truce was formed. Military police corps in peace and war is there to assist, protect, defend our own, no matter when or where. March along, sing our song, we're the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have marched to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. In its high, high hay, the army's on its way. Count off the cadence loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Sir, this concludes the ceremony. March the regiment.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's ceremony. Colonel Copelan and his family will receive farewells on the reviewing stand. Colonel and Mrs. Myers invite you to a reception located at the tent left of the reviewing stand beyond the bleachers. Thank you for attending today's ceremony. Forge the regiment.